Hey guys, welcome back to some more astrology. Today we're going to be reading about April 11th, people born on April 11th, from the book The Secret Language of Birthdays. This is the day of the policymakers, and it's from 20 to 22 degrees of Aries. It falls within the third decan of Aries. Born on this day, we have Charles Evans Hughes, Dean Acheson, Mary W. Abington, Ethel Kennedy, Hugh Carey, Masuru Ibuka, Nicholas Brady, Michael Deaver, Ellen Goodman, Oleg Cassini, Alonzo Jake Gaither, Dame Avril Poole, Sir Raymond Carr, Joseph Burnett Stewart, Louise Lasser, and Elmer Ox, and Manuel Neri. So those born on April 11th do not have the overwhelming need to be a star, like many of the people born in the second decan of Aries period. When they are at the center of the action, it is generally due to their usefulness rather than ambition. What they are most comfortable with is being part of a decision-making team in which they often play a dominant role. It is ideas which most excite and stimulate April 11th people, not the glory or prestige. April 11th people are less concerned with developing a sparkling personality than with honing a message. They do not care for the high-blown verbiage that usually hides a rather mediocre or even non-existent idea. Those born on this day like to know what others think, straight out, without subterfuge. This does not mean that they themselves are incapable of subtlety or make poor diplomats. Actually, as mediators, they can be quite superb, able not only to bring hostile parties together, but also to reconcile widely diverging points of view. Whether in the workplace, at home, or among friends, April 11th people are often called upon when all else has failed and the unsavable must be saved. Given such talents, April 11th people are of course psychologically astute, but also have the knack of finding common ground for agreement. Those born on this day have a profound understanding of ideas and language, as well as the power it carries. Often, however, in their personal lives, they can be baffled and bewildered by what loved ones express, particularly if it is not to their liking. As good as they are in the diplomatic and policy-making areas, they may be on occasion surprisingly insensitive to the needs and wants of those closest to them. Frequently, those born on this day take on great responsibilities for the support, nurturing, and education of their families, but nonetheless fall short. Sometimes the energy required to fulfill such commitments has been spent in other areas, and there just isn't enough left. In addition, those born on this day must beware of conflicts with those above them in the family hierarchy. Because of their fine social skills, April 11th people do well in professions which involve working with others, like social work, or planning for others, administrative positions. Those born on this day are generally convinced that they know what is best for the common good, but must also learn to listen carefully to feedback. Deafness to objective evaluation of their work may stand in the way of their success. Even worse is a gradual insulating of themselves from any criticism at all. April 11th people must always try to keep an open mind, and once having made a decision, not be ashamed to change course if events warrant it. Essentially, cultivating flexibility is crucial to those born on this day, maintaining an integrity and effectiveness of action. And then the numbers and planets for this day. Those born on the 11th day of any month are ruled by the number 2, because 1 plus 1 equals 2, and by the moon. So those ruled by the number 2 are gentle, imaginative by nature. They are capable of lending wise counsel to projects without demanding the ego rewards of being number 1. As Aries, however, they must beware of that Martian energy, right? Because no matter what, Aries is always going to be ruled by Mars. So it's just a part of them. It's just within them. So that Martian influence influences the anger, hot-headedness, overconfidence. Emotional instability may also be indicated because this is a Moon-Mars combination, which is not necessarily comfortable. They don't get along very well. Just like now, Mars is currently transiting in Cancer. It's been in the sign of Cancer for a while now, and it's like such an uncomfortable feeling. Ugh, yeah, it's debilitated. It's fallen in the sign of Cancer, which Cancer rules over the moon. So those born on a double number, day 11 or 22, may have a special interest in doubles of various kinds, including twins or coincidences and symmetry. And then in the tarot, the 11th card of the major arcana is the Justice card. And I'll go get that one really quick. Where are you at? Where'd it go? Alan? They better be good. Hope they're being good right now. All right, so this is the Justice card right here. A serene seated woman holding the scales in one hand and a sword in the other. She reminds us of the order of the universe and that balance and harmony will be maintained in our lives as long as we continue on our path. The positive aspects of this card are integrity, fairness, honesty, and discipline. The negative aspects are low initiative, impersonality, fear of innovation, and grievances. Venus and Libra. As far as health goes, getting plenty of sleep is very important, of course, for people, or any person for that matter, but particularly those born on this day, as it will help them maintain their composure and calm. In addition, frequent rest periods, whether weekends or extended vacations, are a must. Occupations like teaching, which guarantee such time off, may be attractive to those born on this day. Since April 11th is primarily a day of strong mental energy, those born on this day must take care not to neglect their physical side. Regular sex with a loved one is strongly advised. Why wouldn't someone take that advice? Just saying. I think that's important for majority of people, I would say. At least some kind of release, right? Moderate exercise is recommended for April 11th people, just enough to keep in shape and invigorate the body. Eating a well-balanced diet also does wonders for stabilizing them. If weight is not a problem, as many as 3 well-rounded meals a day served at regular hours will be both helpful and enjoyable. Sounds like a regular diet to me. But hey, some advice: have an open mind. Don't take on too many responsibilities. Keep your energy flowing. Use it or lose it. Be more sensitive to the personal needs of those closest to you. Control your temper and beware of family conflicts. The meditation: if there is any hope for the world, it can only be in small acts of personal kindness. The strengths: decisive, diplomatic, sagacious. Weaknesses: insensitive, resistant, and unenthusiastic. And that is the description for those born on April 11th. Should probably do the other two as well because it's the weekend. I'm just realizing that right now. Maybe, we'll see. Anywho, I hope you guys liked it, and until the next time, peace out.